Hey, how you doing? This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show, and I'm trying to do a test of that loop antenna that I just got recently. And what I'm attempting to do is see if it's directional. And the first thing I did, and I've been playing with this for half an hour or so this morning. First thing I did is I went to WWV on 5 megahertz and 10 megahertz, really down in the mud. So I thought, okay, let me find a station that's closer to me so I can get a kind of a constant signal. Okay, this is WRMI down near Okeechobee, Florida. Now let me see if I can show you. Okay, I'm not there. I'm over here in Clearwater. So here's where the antenna is, right here. So it's kind of southeast of me. And I don't know, I think the antenna right now, the flat side, the side that is the front of the little box, the amplifier box, is pointing that direction, I believe. I'm going to go check that in a minute and I'll tell you. So let me go do that right now, and let me go back to the radio so you can see what happens if I turn it. So we're sitting right now at about minus 50 to minus 60 dBm. All right, stand by. Okay, I was correct. It is pointing in a direction it should be pointing, my guess, with the flat side perpendicular to the flat side to that station, to that transmitter. So if you think of the loop being a plane, then perpendicular to that, which should be pointing into or out of the little box with the preamplifier on it, that's what I'm talking about. Now let me see if I can, I should have done this before, I thought about it now, I forgot. Let me see if I can find a picture of that antenna. There, okay, so I can better illustrate what I'm talking about. Let me see if you go to images, and I'm trying to find one set up. Well, here's one here. Now this guy went all out to make a cross. I only have the vertical. But anyway, so what I'm talking about is coming out of that plane right there is pointed towards the antenna, towards the transmitter. See if I can find a different picture. Oh gosh, there's plenty of them. I should be able to find one I want. Man, naturally I can't. So anyway, let me go back. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Okay, so in other words, and I can't draw a line. I need one on its, I need a picture of it on its side. That's what I need. I didn't mean to make this so difficult. Oh, and I'm using my RSP DX radio. That's what I'm using. And I can't find a picture of it on its side. Yeah, I should have done this before, and I forgot. Gosh, now I'm not showing cookies. Anyway, so I would think, this is my guess, I would think that the best reception would be with this flat plane here facing towards the station's transmitter, with the box pointing towards this transmitter. So that's where it is right now. So let me go back. Whoops, I don't want that. So and right now it's running 55. Oh boy, it's all over the place. It's kind of between 60 and 70. Okay. And it's a pretty good strong. It's a big strong signal. Maybe we can zoom this out a little bit. And we'll center it, hopefully. There we go. And we'll zoom back out again. So there's the signal right there. And it's, you can see it's kind of moving around. I might be that in, oh, okay, that's not right on it. Right here is where the signal is. Or actually, no. It's 5.010. Right there. I don't know what this signal is. Oh, another big signal. Anyway, let me go outside, and I'm going to I'm going to rotate the antenna counterclockwise, and I'll stop when it's pointing, when that perpendicular plane is pointing directly east, and I'll come back. Hold on. Okay, now the plane, perpendicular plane of the antenna is pointed east. Again, I'm thinking that that's where the best signal is. And I could be wrong, and maybe we can find out if I can get some good data here. So we're up in the 70s now, consistently up in the 70s. Minus, which means the signal is worse. So per my theory, it did go down. Now the question is, if I turn it exactly opposite where I started, so that, let me go back to my map, wherever that is, here. So right now I'm here in Clearwater, and I'm pointed this direction, directly east, maybe directly east is a little higher. So I was pointed down here. So now we're going to point northeast. Okay, here we go. Let me get back to the receiver and watch the receiver. Oh, oh boy, it's all over the place. Okay, stand by. What did that do? I am now pointed, go back to the map, where did the map go? I am now pointed this direction. Transmitter's down here. And I think it went down. Minus 80, yeah. So that's gotten worse. Now, because I'm pointed that way, again, perpendicular to the plane of the antenna, the plane of the loop, that would indicate, you notice this data, I forgot to pick up the microphone. Okay, we'll try it again. So now it's pointed, the perpendicular to the antenna is northeast, which would agree because the signal level has dropped down. Again, it's varying quite a bit. It's dropped down with my guess that the best signal is when the antenna is perpendicular, the transmitting antenna is in a direction perpendicular to the flat plane of the loop. So now I'm going to go and change it to, keeping in mind the description I'm giving you of the antenna. It'd been nice if I could show you a video, but I can't. So that it points north. Stand by. Okay, what did that do? Oh, it got stronger. So, now the antenna is rotated so that it's pointing, the perpendicular plane of the antenna is pointing north, which is, well, let me show you the map again. I'm not doing a very good job of this, but I'm trying. So now, here I am in Clearwater, it's pointing this way. So the loop, the flat plane of the loop is this way. And the box, the preamplifier box, is on the north side. So now I'm going to rotate it so that it's northwest, which mean I'll call it the backside, is directly perpendicular to the transmitters. Here we go. Okay. Oh, I forgot to go back to the radio. So let's see where we're at. Okay, minus 67, minus 80. Oh, I forgot the microphone. So again, the signal is bouncing around a lot, so it's really hard to tell. Overall, it's really hard to tell if direction makes any difference. Okay, I'm going to do one more position, and then we're going to go back to where I thought the best position was. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to move it so the perpendicular plane, and is that the right term? Anyway, perpendicular to the plane of the antenna is going to be pointed west. Here we go, west. Okay, now it is, let me get the microphone. It is pointed, the perpendicular plane, I hope that's the right term, is pointed west. The station is southeast. So now I'm going to continue to rotate it, and I'll put it in the direction southeast. So we're running 70 to 80. All right, here we go. Okay, we're back now, and on my guess that if there is any directivity, it would be with the transmitter pointed away from perpendicular to the antenna. Let me see if I can show that picture again and try to explain that. So right now, the antenna loop is this direction. The perpendicular plane, I'm calling it, is this direction towards the transmitter. So that's my guess. This is not very scientific. I'm probably gonna make a lot of mistakes, but I'm gonna try it. And by doing this one, I'll get some feedback like, oh, Tom, you don't know what you're talking about, or I didn't understand the direction, or something like that. What I really need is, I need to contact Rob, 741, and do a show with him so that he can be watching the results as I rotate the antenna, because that would be ideal. Because one of the tests I would like to do is I would like to slowly rotate the antenna continuously and see what this display, where'd it go, what this signal does. Now, there's another thing I can do, but I forgot how, is I believe in this is SDR console. I'm using it because I like this meter here. Gives you a very good visual indication of what's going on. But I believe there is, and I got to remember how to do it, there's a record capability to record the signal strength and signal to noise ratio in a CVS file to load into Excel. So I could do that, and I could have it recording as I'm turning and just have to mentally note where it was when when a sample was taken, because it's not going to tell me where I'm pointed. That's the thing, is trying to synchronize where it's pointed and what the signal is. I'm going to go back and look at this video after the fact and see if there was enough difference that you could tell if there was any directivity on this loop antenna. Now, one last thing I'm going to do, or attempt to do, is I'm going to switch antennas. I've got on the RSPDX, I've got the antenna, the loop antenna hooked to the B connector, and I've got the bias T turned on to power the preamp up there on the pole. Now, what I've also got hooked up is on the C, the B and C, I've got my 31-foot vertical MFJ antenna. Let's just see what that does. So we're sitting around 80 right now, and I'm going to click on that. And it looks like it got a little, well, that's about the same. Now again, we're looking for a smaller number. So it's running about 80 on the vertical antenna, and I'll switch back to the B, to the loop antenna. About the same. Now, keeping in mind, the loop antenna is only about, I'm saying the center of the loop is about 12 to 15 feet in the air. The vertical antenna, the tip, very top of that antenna, is 31 feet. So we got considerably more height. That could be that is a variable. Another variable is a coax cable coming from the two antennas. Let me go back, see if I can find that picture again. Here it is. Let me see if I can. I don't see any close-up, but the cable that comes with it, right here, this cable that comes with it, and it's hardwired into the box, is very tiny diameter. Very, very lightweight stuff. Now, of course, we're only receiving, so that I don't know how much loss you get from that. And then my vertical antenna has about, I would say just physically, it's about 4 to 5 times the diameter of the coax cable. Whether that makes a big difference, the length is different. I think they're both about 25, but they are maybe 5 or 10 feet different. So that's more variables. So that's my attempt. Maybe, like I say, maybe I can get Rob, see tomorrow's Saturday, maybe he have some time, and we can do this on a hangout. And, you know, when I go outside, he can be watching the display here as you're watching it, and kind of giving me a response. The other thing I could do, if Rob's not available, is I could just do a hangout by myself, try to schedule it enough in advance that enough people will show up, and then they can help me. So that's my plan. If you think this is a good idea, let me know. If you think it's a dumb idea, if I've made mistakes, please let me know. I just thought I'd try it and see what happens. That's it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.